Talk about it. Who's talking about it? Epilepsy is in the spotlight in the big city, Hollywood style, with a star-studded movie premiere. Check it out.
I'm Harrison Ford. Talk about it.
I'm Rachel McAdams. Talk about it. Alice Callahan. Get seizure smart.
I'm Jeff Goldblum. Get seizure smart.
I think that is absolutely wonderful and extremely important to raise awareness for epilepsy.
Oh, that's a terrific cause.
I'm J. Elaine Marcos. Talk about it.
Ty Burrell. Talk about it.
People don't understand really any neurological disorder at all. So, so I'm glad the event is happening.
There are certain ailments like epilepsy that I think get some attention, but there isn't a huge spotlight that shines down like there are on some of these other ones. So it's nice to know that a night like tonight that's so festive and fun and all these things has a little bit of a serious tone, and it ends up giving something back. I'm thrilled about that.
Get seizure smart. Talk about it.
It is so important to talk about epilepsy. This is November, Epilepsy Awareness Month, and we really want to celebrate not only talk about it, but our new campaign of Get Seizure Smart.
I think it's an important issue. It's something that affects a lot of people, and I think it's amazing that Paramount and Bad Robot are supporting this cause.
My godson, who's Greg Grunberg's son, has epilepsy, and to see how few people really understand what it is and what it's about, and how much disinformation there is about it, and how much fear there is about it, when so many millions, 50 million people in the world, are affected by this condition. It seems like one of the most obvious opportunities to inform people and to help educate and to lead to more awareness, which would lead to, I think, more, hopefully, funding and ultimately a cure.
Greg Grunberg, this man's enthusiasm is contagious. He's all about epilepsy because of his son Jake. I'm a woman living with epilepsy, and to me, they are awesome.
I remember having a friend of mine who she literally had to wear a helmet for a while because there were times when she had like seizures and that types of things, and the idea of wearing something like that was very different, and people didn't understand it. So the idea of people being more aware of things will be more accepting as opposed to making fun of.
I actually have an acquaintance who lost his son, who was, I think, 16, who died of a seizure, which is something I actually I didn't know. I thought that obviously those seizures are a horrible burden, but I didn't know that could happen. The more we learn about that kind of thing, the better. There's a history of epilepsy in my family, and I'm really aware of what a devastating affliction it can be. Not only affects the person who suffers from epilepsy, it affects their entire family. And it's really important to talk about it and find out about it. And there's real important cutting-edge research being done in the area, and I'm very hopeful that someday, very soon, we're going to find a cure.
It's very important that the Epilepsy Foundation is being honored tonight, because the Epilepsy Foundation is the largest organization that helps people with epilepsy and our families, our loved ones, who deal with us every day, and to make sure that we live a life of endless possibilities. Another way to raise awareness about epilepsy is the National Walk for Epilepsy. That's where you can play a big role.
Awareness is always a good thing, and the more, I feel for people who are challenged in that way, and the more we can do, the better.
Understanding always leads to more compassion, so, it's always good to raise awareness. Knowledge is power.
Here at the Ziegfeld Theater, I'm Kimberly Meadows, and we need you to talk about it.